Alhamdulillahi wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah wa ala ali wa ashabi ajma'in amma ba'd. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. I welcome you all in Arabic grammar classes. In a previous lecture we have learned about number. In that lecture we have learned how to make a dual from a singular, and one most important rule regarding the conversion of singular into dual is that the rule for masculine as well as for feminine is same, but the difference is regarding about the i'rab. Means if we want to make a dual of masculine and feminine in a state of raf'a, or in English we may call in a state of nominative case, then the rule is addition of alif and noon with kasra. Means the sound comes, ani sounds appears. Ani sound, it stands for state of nominative case or state of raf'a, and for nasb and jar the sound is aini, addition of ya with jazm and noon with kasra. So the sound appears aini, ani and ani. By hearing the sound we are able to recognize the state of the noun, whether it is in accusative case, in nominative case, in possessive case, whether it is in a state of rafa, a state of nasb, a state of jar. Now today we will learn inshallah about plural. In a previous lecture we have learned about singular and dual. In number we have know a noun is divided into three parts on the basis of number: singular, dual and plural. So today we will learn about plural. First of all, make it very clear what is plural in Arabic grammar. Plural is more than two. Any word which shows more than two entities, more than two quantities are known as plural. Is it clear? In English more than one is plural, but in Arabic more than two is considered as plural. So plural is divided into two parts. There are two types of plural in Arabic. One is the sound plural, or I will write it here. The sound plural, and the second is the broken plural. The sound plural and the broken plural. In Arabic, sound plural called jama salim. Jama salim, and the broken plural is called jama mukassar. Because we have already know plural is jama in Arabic, we called it jama. If I write it here in Roman, jama. So plural is divided into two types: the sound plural and the broken plural. Now let us discuss one by one. What is sound plural? Sound plural is a plural in which the singular noun retain its original form and the plural is formed merely by adding few letters. Again I repeat, sound plural is a plural in which original singular word retain its original form and plural is formed merely by adding few letters at the end of that noun. Is it clear? I will repeat it third time. Sound plural is a plural in which singular noun retain its original form and the plural is formed merely adding few words at the end of the singular noun. And in broken plural is a plural in which singular word is not retain its original form. While making plural, some changes appears in a singular word. Like in English. In English, if we want to make a plural, what we will do? We will add s or es at the end. Suppose I have a singular noun chair. I want to make a plural of chair is chairs. What I do? I will add s at last. Similarly, if I have a bench, I want to make a plural. What I will do? Addition of es at the end. Benches. Similarly, in sound plural, in Arabic also we will do the same thing, merely adding few letters at the end. And in broken plural, in English there is also a broken plural, means I have a word teeth. Teeth is a singular noun. If I want to make a plural in English, what I will do? Whether I will add s or es? No. The plural of teeth is tooth. Tooth. So the original form is not retained, means the singular word is not retain its original form. While making plural, it will break in some different word. Similarly, this happen in broken plural. I will give you one more example in English. The example of man. What is the example? What is the plural of man? Is it mans or men's? No. Men. M-E-N. Similarly, woman. Women. Women. W-O. The plural is women. So these all are the example of broken plural in English. Is it clear? Is there any confusion? Similarly, in Arabic also, some plurals are formed just merely adding few letters at the last, and some plurals are formed in which noun is not retain its original shape or originality is lost, like in these words. So first discuss about the sound plural. Today we will learn how to make a sound plural from a singular noun, and then we will discuss about the broken plural. Write one thing at initially while you understanding the sound plural. The rule for making the sound plural is different for masculine and for feminine. The rule for making sound plural is different for masculine and for feminine. But in case of dual, the rule is same for masculine and feminine. But in case of plural, in case of sound plural, the rule for making sound plural from a singular word is different for masculine and for feminine. First we learn how to make a sound plural of a singular masculine noun. So I write here the rules for making sound plural of masculine noun. Here also two rules is applied. And one more thing I want to tell you. First we will learn about how to make a sound plural of masculine noun in a state of rafa, in a nominative case, like we have learned in dual case. First we will write the rule for making a sound plural of masculine noun in state of rafa, in state of rafa. In English we may call nominative case. We need only two steps. First step is put dhamma at the last letter of the singular noun. Put dhamma at the last letter of the singular noun. Rule number 1 is put zamma at the last letter of the singular noun. This is a symbol of zamma. And rule number 2, here we have to add something. Addition of wow, this is wow with jazm, addition of wow with jazm, and noon with fatha. These two rules are applied on a singular masculine noun in a state of rafa. We will get the sound plural of that singular noun. Now take few example. I have a word, singular word is muslimun. We have to apply the two rules. Rule number 1 is we have to put a dhamma at the last letter. What is the last letter is here? Meme is the last letter. We have to put dhamma. I have put dhamma here. And the rule number 2, step number 2 is addition of wow with jazm. I've placed wow with jazm and noon with fatha. What it will become? Muslimuna. This is a singular noun and muslimuna is a plural noun. Muslimuna. I give one more example to you. Mu'minun, a believer. This stands for singular. I want to make a plural. What I will do? We apply two steps. We have placed dhamma at the last letter and noon is the last letter is here. And then we have add wow with jazm and noon with fatha. What it will become? Mu'minuna, a believers. This is a believer, believers. Mu'minun, mu'minuna. So in these two examples, what you have seen, the singular form retain its original form. Means what is the original form is Muslim. Here we have not changed anything. Just we have added something at the last and we will get the plural, and this is the case of sound plural. I give one more example. I have a word kafirun. This is non-believer. A non-believer. I want to make a sound plural of this. What I will do? I will put dhamma at the last letter. Ra is the last letter, and then I'll add wow with jazm and noon with fatha. Kafiruna. Here the sound is una. Always una sounds appears in case of sound plural for state of rafa. In a state of rafa we will get the sound una sound. In case of dual we get sound ani sound is there in a state of rafa. In a state of rafa for plural case, for masculine noun we will get the sound una. Is it clear? Now I'll give you few more example. Suppose I have a word salihun. The meaning of salih is good. If I want to make a plural, This is stand for a single person, and I want to make a plural. What I will do, I have placed Dhamma at the last letter, that is last letter is Ha, and addition of Waw and Noon with Fatha. What the sound? Una, Salihuna, Salihuna, Salihuna. Try to remember the sound. Una sound for masculine plural in a state of Rafa, in a state of Rafa. One more example I give. Abidun means a worshipper. Abidun. I want to make a plural. We have applied two rule. At last letter, that is the, that is dal, we place Dhamma at the last and addition of Waw and Noon with Fatha. Abiduna. Abiduna. The meaning is worshippers. Here a worshipper and here worshippers. Abiduna. Abiduna. Is it clear how to make a sound plural for masculine noun in a state of Rafa? This is very easy. Now we have to learn how to make a sound plural for masculine noun in a state of Nasb and Jar. In a state of Nasb and Jar. Because in plural, rule is different for masculine and for feminine. For state of Nasb and Jar. In English, we may call accusative case, and possessive case. The rule is same for both the state Nasb and Jar. Here again two rules is applied. Rule number 1. Rule number 1. We have to give kasra to the last letter. Put kasra to the last letter of singular noun. Rule number 2. Addition of ya with jazm and noon with fatha. Now we have to apply these two rules on any word. We have a word Muslimun, Muslimun. I want to make a sound plural in a state of Nasb and Jar. We have applied. We have to put kasra at the last letter. Mim is the last letter, and addition of ya and noon with fatha. Muslimina, Muslimina. Our second word is kafirun. Kafirun. We have to place a kasra at the last letter and add ya and noon with fatha. What it will become? Kafirina, kafirina. One more word, mu'min, mu'min. I want to make a plural in a state of Nasb and Jar. I will apply these two rules. Put a kasra at the last letter and adding ya and noon with fatha. Mu'minina. Here again the sound factor is there. What is sound appears? Ina sound is there. Muslimina, kafirina, mu'minina. Suppose I want to make a munafiqun, munafiqina. Suppose our word is fasiq. Fasiq means transgressor. If I want to make a plural of fasiq in a state of nasb and jar, fasiqina. Ina sound always appears in a state of nasb and jar for making sound plural of masculine noun. Una sound for state of rafa, ina sound for state of nasb and jar. Make it very clear. Mu'minun, mu'minina. Fasiqun, fasiqina. Fasiqina. Munafiqun, munafiqina. The hypocrite. Is it clear? Is it clear to everyone? If you have any doubt, you may ask. Now, moving towards the next step, we have to make a sound plural for feminine. These are the rules for masculine noun. Now, rules for making sound plural plural of singular noun of singular feminine noun. Here again in state of rafa. First we have to learn state for rafa, that is nominative case. First rule is how we have to able to recognize any noun that it is feminine by seeing the symbol, and we have know there are three symbols: ta marbuta, alif maksura and alif mamduda. We are practicing for those words which ends with ta marbuta here. So first step is we have to remove that ta marbuta. Remove ta marbuta. Step number 2, addition of something. Addition of alif and ta. Addition of alif and ta with tanween of zamma. With tanween of zamma, our plural is ready. First of all, I have to write, this is muslimin, muslimun, and it shows a masculine form. I want to make a feminine. How to make a feminine from a masculine? Giving fatha to the last and addition of ta marbuta, muslimatun. It becomes feminine. Now, we want to make a plural of this feminine noun muslimatun. What we will do, we have applied two steps. Step number 1, we have to remove this ta marbuta, and step number 2, we have to add alif and ta with tanween of zamma. Muslimatun, muslimatun. Second word I have mu'minatun. In a masculine case, mu'minun. First we have converted into feminine case by adding a fatha to the last letter, that is noon, and then addition of ta marbuta, it become feminine mu'minatun. Now I want to make a plural of this mu'minatun. We need 2 steps. First, remove this ta marbuta. I will remove it, and then addition of alif and ta with tanween of zamma, mu'minatun, mu'minatun. Our third word is kafiratun. In a similar manner, we have made kafirun, kafiratun, giving fatha to the last letter, that is ra, and addition of ta marbuta, it will become a feminine kafiratun. Now we want to make a plural. What we will do? We remove ta marbuta and addition of alif and ta with tanween of zamma, kafiratun. Now here again sound factor came, atun sound came. Muslimatun, mu'minatun, kafiratun. Suppose munafiqatun, munafiqatun. Suppose fasiqatun, fasiqatun. So whenever we heard sound atun, atun sound stands for sound plural of feminine in a state of rafa. In a state of rafa. Now we want to make in a state of nasb and jar. In a state of nasb or nasab and jar. In English we may say accusative case, accusative and possessive case. Here again 2 steps required. Step number 1, remove ta marbuta, and step number 2, addition of alif and ta with tanween of kasra, tanween of kasra. Now this is our singular muslimatun word, singular noun. I want to make a sound plural in a state of nasb and jar. What I will do? I will simply remove ta marbuta, then it become muslima, muslima, and then I will add alif and ta with tanween of kasra, muslimatin, muslimatin. In a similar manner I will do it same thing here. I will remove ta marbuta, it become mu'mina, then I will add alif and ta with tanween of kasra, mu'minatin. Again kafiratun, I will remove ta marbuta and then adding alif and ta with tanween of kasra, kafiratun. Suppose munafiqatun, munafiqatin, and then fasiqatin. Again the sound comes atin. So you have to remember how many sounds? 4 sounds in case of sound plural. Una sound stands for masculine noun in a state of rafa. Ina sound is a masculine sound. Sound plural is a sound for masculine noun in a state of nasb and jar. And atun sound is for feminine case in a state of rafa. And atin sound is a feminine case in a state of nasb and jar. So you have to remember 4 sound in case of sound plural. Is it clear? And this is, I think, very simple. You have to need only 2 steps for making singular to plural. And don't forget that sound also sound for dual. In that case you have to remember 2 sounds, ani and any, ani and any, because for making dual the rule is common for masculine and feminine. The only difference is in a case of rafa and nasb and jar. The rule is different for rafa and rule is nasb and jar is same in a case of dual. In case of dual the sound is ani for the state in rafa state or marfu ism or nominative case, and any sound for nasb and jar case or mansoob and majroor ism, or you may say accusative and possessive case. In case of sound plural, the sound is una sound stand for masculine noun in a state of rafa or marfu ism or nominative case. Ina sound is for masculine noun in a case of nasb and jar, mansoob ism and majroor ism, or you may say accusative and possessive case. And atun sound for feminine noun in a case of rafa, in a state of rafa or marfu ism or nominative case. And atin sound stands for feminine noun in a state of nasb and jar, in you may say accusative and possessive case. Now time is over. Inshallah, in next lecture we will learn about the broken plural. Is it clear? Now your work is, you have to search in the Quran and the ahadith about these sound: ani, ani, una, ina, atun, atin. These 6 sound you have to be remember. You have to be remember these 6 sounds, because the i'rab for muthanna and for sound plural is judged with the help of these sounds, or you may say with the help of the letters. And for the singular case, the i'rab is judged by seeing the harakat at the last letter. Remember this point is very important. And inshallah, when we learn about the broken plural, then I will tell you, in case of singular we have to remember we have to identify the i'rab by seeing the harakat at the last letter, and same case is applicable for the broken plural. You will see inshallah in next lecture. For broken plural we have to judge the i'rab by seeing the harakat at the last letter, for singular and for broken plural. But for dual and for sound plural we have to judge the i'rab or identify the i'rab by seeing the letters, or you may say by identifying the sound. Is it clear? Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.